Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Raiders of the Lost Comic Movie.
Meow!
So again, in this show, we find old forgotten comic movies and we bring them out and I torture people and force them to watch them. So today I'm joined by...
Fee.
And...
Matt.
and...
Mo.
Alright. So before John Berthenol was the Punisher, and before Ray Stevens was the Punisher,
Who are these people?
and before Tom Jane was the Punisher,
I don't know any of these people.
Dolph Lundgren was the So we watched the 1989 straight-to-video Punisher starring Dolph Lundgren.
Who was in the brown one?
Well, he never wore the logo.
No.
That's the biggest complaint of this movie, actually, for most people.
No,
Yeah, I mean, but he did have that logo on like a shit ton of knives that he
He
threw
did
before.
have it on all the knives.
And he spent all his money on those leather pants.
Those are sweet
Dude,
pants.
the coolest belt buckle. I mean, stupidest belt buckle ever.
So, initial reactions, what did you think of the movie? Let's go down the line.
Better than I expected. I didn't pick up my phone once. Not once.
Yeah, definitely better than I expected.
Yeah.
A little bit surprised it went straight to video. Better than many of the movies that have come out in theaters this year, actually.
Yes.
Actually, mostly
Yeah.
Fair
staging.
point.
With the exception of like Baby Driver. Baby Driver was dope.
Yeah. That's-
Not as good as this movie. No, actually, I meant that
So-
opposite way.
But yes, this actually is a solid, cheesy 80s action movie.
Yeah.
And not really that cheesy either. It's... Like, if you didn't call it The Punisher, it would still just work as an action movie.
I'm not sure what you would call it, though. Skull Knife Guy?
Skull Knife Guy.
Sewerman.
Sewerman. Sewerman could work.
Sewerman, that's the name.
Sewerman could totally work.
Sewerman does whatever a sewer can. No.
Alright, so who wants to explain what the story was?
I don't know. There was a guy in a sewer.
Evidently,
Evidently- Basically, the storyline that I picked up is that in a world where physics doesn't apply,
This is true.
someone's wife, and I think you find out later, children.
Selectively applies.
Physics selectively applies.
Selectively.
Were gruesomely murdered by unknown people in a very flamey car accident. And
Is it an accident if the car wasn't moving at all?
Yeah, I think it was a car bomb.
it was a car bomb, which I guess wouldn't be an accident. That was definitely intentional.
Kabam.
Yeah, fair enough. So.
Kabam.
in a car bomb, and actually they were in the car that was bombed, and then evidently he got really good at all the things, mostly killing people. He may or may not have been a cop at some point.
He was very
I think
sleepy.
they hinted that he was a cop.
Yeah, you sort of.
They said it specifically.
Did they?
Yes.
Okay.
But he
Not-
was sleepy.
He was super tired
He was
the
high on
whole time.
He took
Yeah.
all the tiredness away from me so that I didn't have to be tired while watching
Yeah,
it.
he basically didn't open his eyes the entire movie.
No, he didn't.
Can
Does
we
someone
all-
want to
Just
wake
like-
up Dolph for this scene?
Gotta talk to me, man. Let me in! Let me in! My fucking family too, right? They were my family too. Now let me in, goddamn. Let me in!
What? What are we doing? Oh, am I killing people again?
I think we should all just take a
I'm
moment
really good at killing people.
and just freeze frame what Dolph looked like in the entire movie.
Well, although you guys picked up something else so special about Dolph Lundgren.
He has no facial hair, but they appeared to make him look like he did.
Not that.
He has great cheekbones accented by makeup.
Not that.
That was all true, though.
He's
That is all
Swedish.
true. He had very small nipples.
He did have very small nipples.
Practically not there.
They're like micro nipples, actually.
You will keep your ride much longer than you care to be. Goodbye.
But yes, you brought up the point that he had 5 o'clock shadow that was obviously a makeup job the entire
It actually looked
movie.
like something my mom would have drawn on me on Halloween.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like a contour kit. That was obviously brown eyeshadow applied
Yeah.
with an
Yeah.
eyeshadow brush.
But here's the best part. They did skillfully apply just not to make a beard. They skillfully applied
Yeah.
cheekbones that were quite well contoured.
Yes, they made
Like
him.
this, and then it just
They
stopped.
made
right
him
here,
very
and then mustache.
gaunt.
Done. He was that, but he was sleepy gone. I was confused.
He might have been on heroin. I don't know.
He definitely looked like he was on heroin.
I mean, maybe he wasn't sleepy. Maybe the problem was he spent so much time in the sewers. Anytime he was above ground, he was like a mole. It was like blinding.
He's like, ah.
But okay, I'm gonna.
So like he's in the he's in the paddy wagon on his way to be arraigned or whatever happens when you've been arrested and not put in a jumpsuit yet, and
Still in your murder
and he's
boots.
like, God, it's fucking bright up here.
I'm gonna have to defer, but there's no comic book mole man, is there?
Of course there is.
Of course there is. You can
There's
pretty
a
much
comic
put
book
any
anything.
animal in front of man, and there's a comic book character for it.
Fantastic. So this is not really the story of the Punisher. This is like
The Mole Man
Actually,
from
that's
Fantastic Four.
that's actually what the movie should have been called. It should have called it Mole Man.
Mole Man. Hans Moleman from The Simpsons. Good Mole Man to you.
Hello, this is Mole Man in the morning. Good Mole Man to you. Today, part 4 of our series of the agonizing pain in which I live every day.
We haven't even mentioned the building yet.
oh, let's talk about the building. Who wants to talk about the building?
But the fact that they composited like 5 different cities behind the news reporter for the
So-
one scene.
Yeah, for the very
And they
beginning.
managed to grab the one building in Denver that's both distinctive and had someone washing the windows that day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you mentioned on your channel, are actually all from Denver, and that was a Denver building, and it was clearly not set in Denver.
Clearly not.
Actually, it
And
wasn't
they
set.
never
It was set in state,
Yeah, it was
They
city,
never mentioned
city
what
town
city it
US,
was.
city town USA.
but it was the state police.
It was filmed in Australia
Yeah.
with cooperation from New South Wales something or other.
Which is also in Australia.
I'm aware of that, but not
And the
quite.
Kendo Club of Willoughby.
And the Kendo Club of Willoughby. And then it had the state police, Coney Island, some abandoned theme park that seemed in decent repair.
I mean,
Yeah, it's better
actually,
than
it was.
Lakeside.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
had state police. It had, but this is the best part, is that it didn't just have a, behind the news reporter, like the cash register building. It had that plus another building, then mashup. Like you couldn't just pick a skyline. Doesn't matter which fucking one, just pick one.
Do you think New York's skyline was too distinctive and they would have like
Yeah.
charged money for it or something?
Maybe.
Can
You
New
could
York
have
City
done like
do that?
Cincinnati and nobody would have fucking known.
That's probably true.
Maybe the director has never seen like a skyline outside of Australia, so he just like, what's an American skyline look like?
Buildings!
I don't know, buildings.
It was
Plot?
the plot was he lost his wife and children in a gruesome car bomb purposefulness, and then he
never explained.
spent the rest of his life, which evidently is going to be very long. since
5
he-
years, specifically 5 years.
This is 5 years into his career.
Yeah, 5 years into his
They
career, he's
mentioned that
killed
about 6 times.
6 or
5
7
years.
times. You really need to understand that he killed a lot of people.
125 in 5
125
years.
people.
Yes.
His diary must have looked very odd.
You must
Death,
get
death. Lunch.
death.
Death. Quick shower.
Afternoon tea.
He was very busy.
Got up very early in the morning.
Well done. You must get up very early in the morning. But he did, clearly. He was so tired.
He was. Yeah,
A couple of things they never
Yeah.
explained, which are still bothering me. Where did the motorcycle leave the sewers?
Yeah.
Or enter.
Or
You
enter
see
the
who
sewers?
Did he
drive.
walk it up the stairs? Like,
Right.
I
That's-
imagine he did a sweet skid into a storm drain.
Right. I'll be honest.
Time.
I was really disappointed because they cut 2 scenes together. One of them, he's riding his motorcycle in the sewers, and then they cut to the scene of these girls at this girls' school, and I'm like, yes, the motorcycle's just going to come up out of the street or something, and the girls are going to be all like, ah! And it's going to be awesome. But nope, they were just snatched
They were
by
the-
kidnappers, and it was super boring.
Yeah, and what was the... I can't remember because it didn't really matter, but there was that one where he was like... I don't know whether we thought he was going to be arrested or killed or we thought he was dead, and then it was like literally no transition, riding the motorcycle to the subway.
Oh, no,
the
yeah, he was
dream
in jail.
sequence,
The
yeah.
dream sequence was very discombobulating. I wasn't actually
There
completely
was-
sure that I was awake at that
There
point.
was no indication that it was a dream scene. It was literally like, I'm in jail. I'm riding a
Now I'm
motorcycle.
over. Yeah.
Now I'm
You're like, wait,
motorcycle.
how did he get out?
Although he had a great look on his face when he's riding the motorcycle. in the
Was he
train.
awake?
Did you notice? Yeah, he actually had his
Yeah, he
eyes.
actually
He was
was.
like,
You could see all of his eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
What else happened in the plot? I mean, did he win?
we're not. I mean, it seemed
don't know,
like it
most
kind
of
of.
the
He got
main
away, and all the
Yeah.
and all the bad people died.
Well,
Yeah.
the Yakuza was trying to take over the drug
I forgot
drug
about
trade.
How could
So
you forget
they-
about geisha?
So they started attacking all the New York, like,
Wasn't New
Italian
York.
gangs.
It was state.
Okay,
It was state.
Italian gangs.
City town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the Yakuza were attacking the Italian gangs.
Mostly
to
because
take
they
over
wanted the drugs.
trade.
Yeah, they wanted the drugs.
And then they kidnapped the Italians' kids so they'll comply with the Yakuza. And that's where all the kids came from.
Yeah.
And that's when
Did
the
you
Punisher.
get any of this?
Yeah, no, I did. Now that you're saying it, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that part too.
Don't you remember Butt Floss Lady?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, that's a mighty high cut. Oh God! Like that cannot be comfortable.
Woo! Right underneath.
Like literally, the cuts were like up here. I'm like,
You wear those working out. It burns extra calories.
clearly because it's literally
I feel like this is-
levitating you off the ground by your crotch.
That's actually. But
Yes,
I feel like
it's
that was a
true.
standard leotard in the 80s.
It was.
Which makes it all the more
It's just
sad.
the trend for a while was how high can you cut them? Like, can we get all the way up
Exactly.
to the armpits? Oh no, we ran out of fabric. Like, that
It's
was
not going to
just
stay put if
leotards.
we don't leave a little band of fabric there.
Yeah. Anyways, the kids were kidnapped. Some guy guilted the Punisher. Actually, the Punisher seems very guiltable.
No, he went after the main group of kids first. By
No, he got
himself.
guilted into it. Though. He was
That's
like,
right, the
he was
drunk
like,
guy.
"F this, I'm out." Like
Yeah.
everyone's dead. It's fine. And then the dude came down and he was like, "This is your fault. The kids are stolen." And then he was
That's
like,
right.
"Screw you! I'm riding off on my motorcycle like a badass." And then you find out later that actually he's like really
That-
easy to guilt into things.
That was the actual dialogue, by the way.
I know.
That was a real
Yeah, I took that
dialogue.
straight from the movie. And then like he goes and beats some people up and
Steals a bus.
steals a bus.
Steals the
he
bus.
did steal a bus. Yeah. He let the drunk off though, which was nice of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, also maybe he just didn't want that influence around the children.
Yeah, no.
The violence was much better.
But the
than that.
thespian drunk was okay.
The thespian drunk was okay, but that was his friend, and he wasn't around the kids. But he couldn't just leave the drunk on the bus around the kids. That would have been awful.
Nobody trusted the thespian drunk with the remote control to the bomb.
No, they did. He did give it to him later.
Thespians are really
He
good
shouldn't
at
have
bombs.
because he dropped it in the grate. Anyway,
did.
so like,
I wasn't
shot a
paying
gun
attention
at
to
it.
that part. I thought they didn't punish her.
and then evidently you can shoot remote controls and they work. But the
Only when they're
like I said, the physics in this movie were a little bit suspect at best.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then he steals a bus, saves all but one of the children because one of the children like tries to be like some sort of hero or something and
He
gets
is.
left behind. Yeah.
He's a fucking hero.
Yeah, so then
He's the only
he
one
drives the
that's
bus
normal.
with the children in it,
to
outrunning
hell.
Yakuza straight to the cops, which I
Hell.
thought it was
Hell.
which was pretty good.
And that's when he got arrested.
That's when he got arrested, and then ended up back on his motorcycle for 3.2 seconds before he was dreaming about being in bed and having a motorcycle crash into him and his children, maybe. Or maybe it was a motorcycle explode next to his car. I don't remember. But there was a lot of weird imagery going around.
So I think that this can best be summed up that there's an anti-hero, which, small side note, lives in the sewers, but drives a motorcycle. So
He doesn't just live in the sewers. He sits naked in the sewers and waits.
Yeah.
Here is justice. Here is punishment. Here in me.
To be fair though, you probably would too. It's got to be warm down there. Plus, muggy for sure.
You gotta put up your clothes whenever water comes through.
I mean,
You
the
wanna
thing
get
is
your clothes
that like
on.
if you lived in the sewers, I just feel like you would probably be naked at that point. You're just kind of like, you know what?
Fuck it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is my life. This is what my life has come to. Whether or not someone finds me with clothes on is going to be the least of my problems. Plus, I only have one pair of clothing,
And it's
one set.
Okay, I want to bring up one logistical last thing. I know I was going to talk about like the synopsis of it, but this is actually kind of related to the Punisher, sort of. So, he wears leather.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about all of you online viewers, but how easy is leather to put on when it's muggy?
Yeah, that'd be bad.
But he's riding a motorcycle.
Has
You gotta have
anybody
your
else
leathers.
worn a catsuit before and realized that shit's hard in Denver? No, okay, just ignore you. What about even leather boots? No?
They're all lined.
I'm not-
I buy
listen,
the
you
good
have-
leather boots.
What?
When did you have a cat suit?
I'm not talking about that right now.
You brought it up.
I did
He's
not.
going to dig into this, Fiona.
That's,
We're gonna
that's
find
our
out.
dark past.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this cat suit situation.
I don't know what you speak of.
What you didn't see is off to the side he has an entire stack of baby powder.
Probably. Have you ever tried to mix baby powder on something when it's already wet? It's like
Just
Or
cakes
did you
off.
watch
Cake.
Friends? You know what
Cake.
happens? It turns into a paste.
Yeah, so I'm just disconcerted why if he had to wear leather, well, it was really Muggy and Stewart's, he wore a black one because clearly talcum powder, vapor powder paste is white.
Because the costume had already been
Look,
decided
of all
to
the
be
things that
black.
happened in the movie, that's actually one of
Yeah.
the least.
Also-
oh yeah. So, anyways,
calm
back
down.
to we need to finish the whole
We
plot.
do.
So, anyways, he gets arrested. He has a fever dream. Then they're taking him to the court, still in his Punisher costume. Which
Yeah,
was
they never
actually
take him
impressive.
out of his
Costume,
outfit.
Complete
Uniform?
murder boots.
Uniform.
There you go.
Yeah, he's
Uniform,
gonna
yeah.
buckle himself in. And
Yeah,
his
still-
bandolier.
His civvies.
Yeah, still in his clothes that he was arrested in. Maybe because they couldn't get it off of him. Just because they were just
Pasted on with
like,
baby powder.
Yeah, that I hadn't considered that as an option yet.
Oh, they actually really thought this out. I really am
Yeah,
very
that's gotta
nice
be
job.
what it is.
That's just in the subtext. you
Yeah.
know?
Then he was in the paddy wagon with the girl,
Yep. And then the
Like
mob
lady cop.
busts him out.
the lady cop, right?
Oh yeah, the lady cop.
Yeah, the lady cop.
That's when you know
Yeah.
you have a bad character. When you go, oh right, yeah, we've been at this for 21 minutes and now it's right.
I should remember her though, because one of her first lines was, "I was the prostitute."
I'm gonna shoot an update.
Excuse me, Lieutenant Berkowitz?
Yeah.
I'm Detective Sam Leary.
Sam.
Samantha. I worked with you once, 5 years ago. The Moretti heroin bust. It was my first assignment, plainclothes. I was the hooker.
Oh, right.
You don't remember me? I was a prostitute.
And that's
Yeah.
when he goes, oh, yeah.
Right,
That
I
was
do remember.
funny. Yeah, that was funny.
Plainclothes operation. I was a prostitute. I was a prostitute. Were you a prostitute? I was a prostitute.
I was
That's
not.
where he got the cat suit. Anyway. ah.
Maybe.
Anyway, so then the mafia breaks him out of the paddy wagon, and they force him to save
spray
the
him with
last
hairspray,
children. Yeah, they
basically.
do spray him with hairspray to kidnap
Go
him.
and say go to sleep.
And then they force him to
Actually, I
save
think he
the
said they
last
said
kid.
lights out, asshole.
Nighty night, asshole.
And then the mafia forces him to save the last kid, and that's where we get the final battle in the Yakuza.
But you say
In
forces
the-
him. Like, the key thing here that we also forgot is that his partner has also been the one that's stalking him
Yes,
this entire
yeah,
time.
his
for 5
his
years, right?
ex-partner.
Who he's
Right,
like really,
the
really good
partner.
friends with, and his partner comes to visit him right before the fever dream. We left that part out. Anyways, and then the partner was also actually kidnapped by the mob, who, despite having been really just decimated by the Punisher, and now the Yakuza still manages to find wise guys to dig up to go do these things, and then so they put a gun to his partner's head and was like, "If you find my kid, then I won't blow your partner's brains out."
Yeah.
Yes. Then
So-
we get the final battle.
In the really bad art installation.
And that's classic 80s art.
It was classic 80s. It's like this weird phase in the 80s. I'm really glad we grew out of that. We'll probably
this
be
face
back in
is how
about
much I hate that thing.
15 years, probably.
I fucking hate that thing.
We're not. So there was a final battle in the horrible art installation.
And I must ask
We
you
slaughtered a
question.
bunch of samurai in this
Oh
movie.
yeah. So what?
I'm just going to say, the answer to the question, if you have an entire room full of samurai with katanas and 2 dudes with machine guns, was answered definitively as to what the outcome would be. And yeah, definitively.
Guns win.
Guns win every time.
Guns win.
Also,
sure.
what about mustaches?
Okay,
Do mustaches
so
beat fists?
this is the best part of the movie, by far, as you noticed in our last Revenge of the Last, whatever these are called, last comic book movie, is that there's always in these movies one shining moment where you're like, yes, that was good. And this one involved a mustache.
An obviously fake mustache.
Oh,
I mean, this thing was 80s bushy.
I mean,
Yeah.
this was Tom Selleck mustache.
This
For
is
sure.
prime mustache ride.
This was
mustache.
definitely like a Yakuza guy trying to grow, like trying to imitate Tom Selleck, for sure.
And he is peering through a grate, like, huh?
But he's obviously
I
blind.
spy something, and the cinematography is just like, and mustache, and mustache, and you're like, whoa, what's happening? And then Dolph is just like, kapow! And you're like, oh.
And just like
barrels
everyone
through
else
the-
in the movie, anytime you are hit with any sort of debris, you're instantly concussed.
Just
Yes,
like,
You're just like, ugh,
You're out,
I'm
yeah.
so knocked out right now.
best part of the movie was it would have been better if Dolph had said, I must ask you a question. Pa!
That's actually not the best part of the movie. The best part of the movie is when his partner knocked the guy out with like an elbow or something like that.
When he was bringing
threw a pizza box.
Oh yeah, when
and
he
then
wrecked
bent
the
over
pizza.
and picked up a piece of pizza and walked out. That.
Hey man, I got the pizza.
in his mouth.
That was the best part of the movie.
Which ironically happened only 20 seconds before I must ask you a question.
Yeah,
they were very close together.
Oh yeah, no, the whole ending bit, everything's golden. Because you have the samurai's just getting shot, just massacred.
Yeah, just massacred.
And then you have the mustache, you got the pizza, and then you get the geisha with the knife in the forehead. Dolph busts through a glass window and nails her with a knife.
In the forehead.
Okay, so
right in the forehead.
The basic sum up of laws of physics is, can anybody tell me, if they didn't know anything about knives or guns, do knives kill based on this movie?
Absolutely.
Oh, instantaneously. They're basically like...
But do they kill?
They kill everybody except the wielder.
Except the...
Well, no, they follow action movie rules where limbs are okay and you'll survive.
But
anywhere in the torso,
Dolph
you're
was
dead.
literally struck right there.
No, he was struck right here.
That counts as shoulder, I think.
I feel like everyone in this movie was instantly killed by knives except for the Punisher. He's clearly immune to them.
Well, that's the Punisher's power, is immunity to knives.
That makes more sense.
He doesn't have any powers.
He got bit by a radioactive knife. And now knives don't hurt him.
Except for the ones that do when you have to cauterize it.
They don't hurt him much.
Yeah.
They
just don't kill him.
I guess,
it's only a flesh wound.
Yeah, I mean, on a scale of dies instantly to how much it hurts the Punisher, it's significant reduction in overall damage for sure. I mean, the one dude in the hallway when there was the kids, he like comes around the corner, throws a knife, hits the guy, not even really sure where, somewhere in about the same area that hit him, and he like flies backwards and dies instantly. Like,
He obviously
holy
died
crap.
from the concussion. It wasn't the knife, and it was the power of the throw and the concussion.
Right, and then in one other scene, like, guy got shot with like one bullet, and he flies back like 6 feet into a wooden crate, which just shatters, which is awesome. Like, I loved the '80s because bullets were so powerful in the '80s.
They just had so much more black powder in them.
Yeah, just so much more mass. But
they had more moxie.
Yeah,
they put little rockets on them because they were super stoked on the space shuttle.
That had to be it. That's the only explanation, because otherwise, like, there's no like real like Newtonian physics, like equal and opposite reaction. What, like, his gun would have been like, oh, he would have flown back like 500 feet.
That's the power of Dolph Lundgren.
I guess
he can handle the kickback of that.
I guess he did. He did have that one scene where he drops in on the Yakuza that one time.
But
Batman style.
Through the window.
Yeah, through the window in the top of the building.
Except it was like a window, and then it had those little windows, and he not only shattered the top window, he shattered all the side windows at the same time.
Gratuitous gunfire.
But you know what? That can easily be explained by the fact that later on you find out that he's actually quite adept at explosives. So maybe he just blew the window.
He was just trying to wreck that whole place up. Like that
he did.
Seemed to be his idea that time.
Yeah, that the whole point behind that was, let's stand on a craps table and shoot things with as many bullets as possible and a grenade launcher.
Yes.
There is one more thing I need to mention about this movie. It's that if I ever get an opportunity, and we're going to make it more safe for our current world, so I'm just going to go with a slingshot, like a pebble slingshot, and slide down a vine slide on my knee. Tink, tink, tink.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
This movie gets the award for most creative gunfight in an amusement park.
Yeah, we forgot about the guns on the slides.
The sliding ninja gunfight.
But it wasn't just that they were sliding down; it's that they were sliding down on their knees and they were synchronized. There were 4 of them.
They practiced
and then they were
this.
literally like, jump! Ting, 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 ting. And I'm like,
It was like they were like, you know what? When someone comes to attack this place, we're totally using the slides.
We're totally sliding.
We should
guys.
practice this.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that you don't shoot me in the back of the head when I bounce up off of that bump.
Pretend he's over there. Pretend he's over there. Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful. I mean, there's people.
So yeah, it's a lot of good action, dumb action fun. If you're into those,
It was actually a
sort of
fun
movies,
movie
yeah.
overall. I mean, we're really kind of splitting hairs a little bit.
Yeah. But I don't know why this one was forgotten. I think it is way more solid than most early Marvel movies, because Marvel in the 90s was rough.
Terrible.
They were rough in the movies. So, who has seen another Punisher movie?
I saw one. I don't remember what it's about, but it has a.
I saw that same.
Morgan, together. 1, 2, 3.
No.
So then, would you say this is the best Punisher movie you've seen?
Yes. One more. Punish him.
This is the best Punisher movie I've seen. This is also the only Punisher movie I've seen. So.
Punisher, I mean, Mole Man Punisher.
Sometimes. Sewer Man Punisher.
Would you recommend other people hunt down and watch The Punisher in 1989?
I don't know. Is it 2 a.m. and do you have access to Netflix? Because this sounds like a perfect 2 a.m. Netflix movie.
Or if you're in the one city in town that still might have a Blockbuster, you could probably go get it there.
Alaska still has Blockbuster.
I think they have a Twitter account. It's pretty awesome.
Gasp.
Yeah.
I'd say hunt this down and
hunt it down for sure.
It is not meant to be forgotten. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah, this one was unfairly.
There was also Dolph, but so.
Dolph is the best.
It was naked Dolph, but
obviously
with tiny nipples.
Tiny nipples.
Clearly,
and somewhat realistic
microscopic
bruise progression.
nipples.
Micro nipples. What?
Somewhat realistic bruise progression.
Oh yeah.
He went into jail and he just had like this small thing on his cheek, and he comes out and he gets broken out of the paddy wagon, and it's suddenly much bigger in the same spot.
We should probably end this video.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the Punisher in 20 minutes.
So yeah, watch the movie. Yeah, it's actually okay.
Yeah,
and just
hunt it down. It's got some classic Dolph, and
he really likes saying Dolph.
It is. It's a lot of fun to say Dolph.
Dolph.
Yeah.
Dolph.
You know, I hadn't really Dolph. You're right. That's way more fun than I expected.
Yeah.
I am Dolph.
Lundgren.
All right, so
bye.
Yes, thanks for watching. Subscribe and all that fun shit, and yeah, watch The Punisher.